All right, week 11 is in the books. Welcome back. 52.5 miles, 84.5 kilometers. This was the third week of block 3. Yes, so let's do some analysis. How did things go? Well, if last week was all about some sunburn and like a sharp increase in temperature, this week was kind of a shift back to cool, rainy conditions and obviously some fatigue building up with kind of the 3 weeks growing there. We started the week off with the 10-mile base builder. This one went pretty good. It was a little kind of overcast, a slight kind of spitting when we were out there. But yeah, nothing too special. Week started off still feeling pretty good. Got through it, no issues. And then we headed into the Wednesday hill session on Tuesday night. We had sleet, hail, and then snow. So trails had some light snow on them. It was still pretty cool heading out there, but nonetheless was able to kind of grind through it. Lost track of time actually a little bit out on the trails, kind of enjoying the change of scenery. Ended up doing an extra mile out there, which is okay. Should try to stick to plan a little bit closer, but nonetheless, you know, the cool weather's kind of nice when you're jacking your heart rate up and kind of hitting those ups and downs on the hills and the declines. But it was nice to kind of get out there and grind through it. And then we headed into the 8 mile on the Thursday. This was the by far nicest day of the week. Nice and sunny. It was still pretty cool. I think it was like 6 to 8 degrees out there. And yeah, I was still feeling pretty fresh. Like a little bit of kind of general fatigue kind of building up through this 3 week block, but nothing tangible, nothing hurting. But yeah, and then as we kind of headed into the Friday, into the Saturday, it was forecasting rain all weekend. You know how the weather is though. Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's off. Early morning, it was looking like the rain was not gonna let up, so just ended up heading out and this was obviously a 20-mile run, and it was like torrential downpour for the whole entire time. Intensity was up and down, and threw on the Gore-Tex jacket, which did a great job keeping my top half relatively dry. Shoes and pants were pretty soaked relatively quickly, but kind of goes with the territory. Maybe need to look into some rain pants or something. I don't know what people do in this scenario. Um, the other thing is like I had wrapped my toes because I definitely have a little bit of a blister kind of coming out on the big toes. Wraps were pretty much written off from the kind of damp conditions. Did seem to still kind of protect the toes though. Things didn't get too much worse there. This one was a grinder though. Uh, mentally it's a little rough. You're not seeing too many people out there, kind of dark and gloomy. Uh, One of those kind of runs where like you're really kind of feeling like a mental test. I did feel like I felt some energy kind of when you hit that kind of 50% point of your run, and I typically structure my runs so I run out and then I turn around when I hit that kind of midpoint, come back, and kind of gives me the reset point and lets me kind of know what the splits are looking like without looking at my watch. I'm not someone when running that I'm constantly checking pace or checking distance. I just kind of learn those kind of visual landmarks on the routes that you're going through, as well as kind of running on heart rate versus pace for the most part, looking for the easy pace on the slow days, and just really being cognizant of that. Was damn happy to get this one done though, heading in, and I was probably hoping for the week to be over after that one. Obviously, still had to head into the Sunday run. This one was supposed to be in 90 minutes. Kind of went through the trails again. Weather was better though, obviously no snow. Still a little damp out, but no rain on it. So just kind of grinded this guy out in the evening. Had hit like a 7 a.m. Gym session in the morning, so thought I'd switch things up. Kind of knowing I'm heading into active rest this week, it was okay to play around with the timing of the runs a little bit, which was cool. And yeah, that kind of puts a wrap on this third block. So yeah, we're heading into active rest. What do we got? 21 miles, one 6 mile, one 5 mile, one 10 mile, compared to what we've been doing for the last 3 weeks. This should be a nice break. A lot of concentration on kind of getting the body feeling 100%. Thankfully, after 3 blocks here, nothing hurting unusually. Um, Aches and pains, just general kind of running fatigue. So, a lot of foam roller coming up, mobilization, make sure things are looking good. And yeah, active rest, can't wait. Yeah, so after that, we'll be heading into block four, which we'll talk a little bit more about that. This will be the last of the kind of 3 up, 1 down blocks. I'll discuss the details next week, as well as talking about the first race of the training camp. Exciting. Anyways, hopefully everyone's running weeks went well. Keep grinding. uh, you know, the weather, the long weeks, just building mental toughness. We can make it through it. Anyways, take it easy.